Hi everybody, hope you all are having a good weekend. Hope the weather is nice by you guys. And just wanted to take a look here at this one shrub, and looks like Shayla is tracking something. There's probably another critter that's living underneath my neighbor's rotted out, dilapidated outdoor spa. Usually is some type of critter living underneath there. We had a family of raccoons one spring, and so anyway. But this, I think, is one of the last shrubs that I had planted. This is going back 40 years ago, 45 maybe. But when my neighbor here put up her first wood fence, she put it up incorrectly and gave us the shoddy looking side, and she didn't like that I had planted shrubs here. And at that point I had a 4-foot high chain link fence. My parents did anyway. And she came right up to where our gate was, and they weakened our post for our gate, and we could not open and close our gate all the way when they did that. So we couldn't use the gate on this side of the house until she had to put up the next wood fence. And so we couldn't use our gate for like 25 years on this side of the house. Anyway, I think this is one of the last shrubs. And I don't know if anybody can tell me if that's the truth, if that's the true case or not. But this is an up close of the leaves of it. And it's got some new growths where there's like white flowers. So I don't know if this is a weed that has become a bush, a shrub, a weed shrub. I do have a lot of, weeds growing in between the fences I've documented before. But, yeah. But I think this is one of the last shrubs, because her teenage son at that time was trying to poison the shrubs that were planted here, because I had 7 or 8 of them, and this is the only one that's left. And I caught him several times standing on their outdoor spa deck, and he was leaning over the fence and pouring talcum powder or some type of powder that was poisonous, and he killed off a bunch. I think this is the only one that has survived. So if any of y'all know that this is an actual good shrub, or if this is a weed shrub, please drop me a comment and let me know. And also, if you guys can send some rain my way. It's very, very dry. And this is the ground in my backyard. And you can really tell in the bare spots how dry it is. So, yep, we had all those storms and hail damage and whatnot. And now we don't have any rain for like 2.5 weeks. So, I'm sure the farmers don't like that either, because it's going to affect the crops. So, yeah, it's all dried out. Come here, Shayla. Come here. So, and somehow the weeds continue to grow. They grow no matter what the weather is like. But, yeah, it's very, very dry. But just wanted to jump on here real quickly and hope everybody's having a good Sunday. And, in case you didn't see my previous video from Saturday, either Friday or Saturday, I can't remember. And I haven't posted it yet, but I may just end up deleting it because it's old news. But anyway, I have some good news on 2 different topics. My washer dryer will be finally fixed, hopefully, fingers crossed, on Tuesday. We got all the parts that the technician ordered, and he's going to come between noon and 2 on Tuesday. And I also got good news that the homeowners insurance company approved everything that the roofing contractor had asked for. And we haven't gone over the particulars yet, but he called me and wanted to give me the good news. And so they're paying for a new roof with the upgraded shingles. I guess there's different levels of shingles, so they approved for the higher quality standard of shingles. They're paying for the fascia on both sides of the house. They're paying for the gutters and the downspouts and the window wraps, as well as a new shed, and then also painting, because we had the adjuster come inside the house, and I guess the ceilings need paint, and I'm not sure if that includes the walls. My guess would be not, but I'll know the particulars once I sit down with the roofing guy, and we go over everything, and he'll bring samples of the shingles and stuff, and then I can pick which shingles I want to have on the roof. So anyway, great news, and I'm happy about that. I was so relieved to hear that. So now I'm just waiting on the check from the insurance company. They sent it by mail, and so I got the good news. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday evening, and it takes about 7 to 10 business days to get the check. And once I get the check, then I'm to call the roofing contractor, and then he'll schedule a time to come over and go over everything and look at samples, and then I can pick out the shingles. So anyway, thank you for everybody's positivity and prayers and good vibes regarding those two things, because things are just all overwhelmingly taking over my life. So it's like all the stress is kind of getting to me, as well as my boyfriend Nathan, because they're still not done with the the fireplace, upgraded fireplaces. So yep. And Nathan's mom is being very, very obstinate and demanding and manipulative, and she knows how to get under Nathan's skin, and she says these mean, hateful things to him, and it has totally fried him, because he's let his mother live over there in his condo for I want to say like 15 years, and he took her in when she lost her apartment where she was living, and they had to scramble and put all of her stuff in storage, and she had over 20 storage lockers in multiple locations, and he consolidated and closed about 4 or 5 of them, I want to say. I don't know exactly how many she has. I don't think she's told Nathan how many she actually has. And she hasn't given him the keys to those storage lockers either. And he's asked repeatedly, and she refuses to give all of them. She's given some of them. So anyway, he's going through a lot of stress, which then, trickles over to me. And, yeah. I don't understand how a mother could be so hateful and mean to her son. Her daughter is estranged. Her daughter lives in Chicago, And she has been out of the picture for, I want to say 20 years, maybe longer. But, she didn't take her in. She didn't help her out. She doesn't help her get groceries. She doesn't help her get her medications. She doesn't help her get to doctor's appointments, Doesn't take her to get her hair cut or go to her post office box to get her mail from the post office. So he's been helping her with all of that. And she doesn't seem to appreciate him at all. After she says these mean, hateful things, then the next day she'll say, "Oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it." It's like, well, then don't say it. If you didn't mean it, don't say it. And all he was asking her to do is to, clear out her clutter. Get rid of stuff. Throw it out, donate it, whatever. Give it away, whatever. We're trying to sell what is possibly sellable, but not everything is. And so that's what's been going on. But anyway, I hope we get some rain, especially before 4th of July, because if we don't, everything's going to be super dry. When people shoot off their fireworks, it'll cause, fires sometimes because people are stupid. Some people were shooting off fireworks last night, and they were far, far away, far off in the distance. And poor little Shayla here was shaking so badly that she was vibrating the couch. And so yeah, we don't particularly like 4th of July. We don't like fireworks. We don't like, thunder, lightning, the big boom boom storms. She does not like any loud noises. So anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, and we will talk to you soon.